the walls of the cave, moving in unnatural bursts of speed. Others insisted the final frames captured Michael screaming a name none of them recognized, something foreign, whispered in terror just before the tape cut out. More chilling still were the accounts of people who said the last minutes contained no visual at all, just audio. A voice speaking directly into the camera in a language no one could identify, low and guttural, echoing like it came from deep within the earth. The notebook found with the backpack only fueled these suspicions. Some of the frantic scribbles matched the words people claimed were on the tape. Strange, repeated phrases that didn't belong to the boys, normal vocabulary. Authorities refused to release the notebook in full, citing privacy of the families, but a few blurred photographs of its pages eventually leaked. One page contained a phrase scrawled again and again in uneven handwriting, "Don't follow the light." Another page showed a crude drawing of a tunnel with something waiting at the end. To this day, the missing ending of the tape remains one of the most haunting mysteries of the case. The erased section left a hole in the timeline that no one has ever been able to fill. Did the boys capture something they weren't supposed to? Was someone else down there with them? Someone who didn't want the truth revealed? The lack of answers only deepened the unease, making the story of the three boys not just a tragedy, but a legend wrapped in silence, secrecy, and fear. In the weeks following the discovery of the backpack and tape, the investigation took a sudden and unsettling turn. Families expected renewed efforts, deeper searches, and public transparency. Instead, the opposite happened. Search teams were quietly recalled, and the cave entrance was sealed with heavy slabs of concrete, under the pretense of public safety. Authorities insisted the structure was too unstable and dangerous for further exploration. To the grieving families, however, it felt less like protection and more like concealment. The very place that held their sons' last moments was now locked away, permanently hidden from their reach. Official reports released to the media were oddly brief and incomplete. The files listed the boys as missing, presumed dead, and attributed their disappearance to natural causes such as cave collapses, lack of oxygen, or disorientation underground. But the details didn't match what the families had seen with their own eyes. The frantic notebook entries, the chilling footage, the deliberate cut in the tape. When parents pressed investigators for answers, they were met with vague responses or outright silence. Some officers even avoided them entirely, as though they were forbidden to speak about the case. Whispers began to spread that higher authorities had intervened. Locals claimed to have seen unmarked government vehicles parked near the cave just days before it was sealed. Men in dark suits were reported speaking with the lead investigators, carrying boxes of evidence into their cars late at night. Official records made no mention of these visits, but afterward, the case was declared closed almost overnight. It was as if someone, somewhere, had decided the truth